We toss an empty cup in a bin, tie up a garbage bag, and drop it on the curb. The moment it leaves our hands, our brain registers the problem as solved. It's gone. But every single day, humanity discards thousands of tons of complex plastics, rare metals, and dead electronics into the dark. We built our modern society on the comforting idea that away is a real destination. But physically speaking, away does not exist. Earth is a sealed terrarium floating a vacuum where matter cannot leave the planet. Under the law of conservation of mass, matter only changes forms. Every piece of synthetic waste humanity has manufactured is still trapped right here. We have simply moved the accumulation just out of sight, stacking it into hills on the borders of our own cities. Because Earth is an inescapable boundary, the buildup of waste represents a failure of our infrastructure to account for the mathematics of a closed system. For billions of years, Earth's physical boundaries were the exact mechanism that allowed life to thrive. Nature operates a flawless loop, where the end of an organic life form provides the raw fuel for the next generation. This process happens at every scale, including within the individual human body. Your largest organ, the skin, constantly regenerates by shedding dead cells and rebuilding itself from recycled biological materials. Deep in your veins, your lifeblood runs on the exact same continuous cycle of cellular turnover and rapid repair. Your body is constantly destroying old blood cells and manufacturing fresh replacements to keep your organs functioning. Our existence relies on being rebuilt every day from recycled material. In a perfect system, life merely changes form. While biology knows how to close the loop, modern human manufacturing operates with a different logic. Our industrial economy follows a linear path. We extract raw materials, manufacture products, and then drop them into a dead-end pile. When this linear process hits the boundary of a closed planet, the waste stream hits a wall. The entire system begins to choke. Humans engineered durable synthetic materials that nature's organic processes are entirely unable to digest. Transparent polymers and single-use plastics pile up because they sit outside the natural cycle of decay. Discarded electronics, full of unnatural components and toxic heavy metals, create a dense buildup that biology cannot break down. Industrial scrap and rusting iron mounds sit in yards for centuries, unable to dissolve back into the biological loop. Forcing a one-way waste stream inside a closed biological circle guarantees that the system will eventually fill up with its own output. In a system where nothing can ever leave the planet, every action eventually circles back to the source. Our unrecycled artificial waste has no choice but to force its way back into the natural biological loops. Sunlight and friction weather these materials into microscopic particles that infiltrate our groundwater, our soil, and ultimately our food chain. In a closed system, recycling is a physical inevitability. Matter has nowhere else to go. We can either consciously process this waste through our own facilities, or nature will forcefully recycle it back into our own bloodstreams. Human-made recycling aligns our survival with the ancient mechanics of biology. We close the loop to protect the internal chemistry of our own bodies, ensuring our systems work with nature's oldest law, rather than against it.